Hello and welcome. This is Matt Panaggio, and I'm joined by DME CEO Momir Gajic. And this is going to be Game 2 of this third annual DME Beach and Ball Classic. We have Central Point Christian Academy's White post-grad team versus DME's White post-grad team, coached by Coach Pete Munch in his first year here at DME. And I think this is going to be a good one, Momir.
Absolutely. First of all, pleasure to be here, and what opportunity to commentate with Coach Matt Panaggio. Coming from Panaggio family, and, you know, to us here at DME staff, truly Mekhi Panaggio and Matt Panaggio, the best commentators we have. So, pleasure to be here. Yeah,
it's going to be an exciting game. I think this White team has a couple injuries, which we'll see how that, plays a part in this game. Coach Pete Munch going with Dylan, Jayden, Dante, Marcos, and Deniche, a very common lineup he likes to go with.
Yes, and a scoring lineup, a lineup that plays well together. And this team has been improving tremendously from the day one. Not easy putting, obviously, 11 new guys on a team, putting them together to play as a unit. And I can tell you, we are seeing a lot of improvement with the DME Team White, and today should be a good game for them.
Definitely. Well, here's Central Point, and they get the tip. This is Moore. And immediately, DME's in a man-to-man defense. Moore's at the top of the key being guarded by Deniche. He gets to the basket, and that's going to be a foul. I'm not sure if they called it on the shot or if it was on the floor.
Obviously a bigger size than Deniche in this case, and Deniche has to just stay in front of him and try to keep him off the lane.
And that's something Deniche likes to do, he likes to battle, and he's a very good defender. As Moore gets into the paint, and he scores. That's going to be 2 for Moore to get on the board.
Moore, good size for a point guard. A light press, obviously, by Central Point, trying to disrupt the offense start, and first turnover for DME White.
And that has been the Achilles heel for DME so far this season. Among really all of our teams, we've been struggling a little bit with turnovers, and you're going to see that early in the year.
Absolutely. Let's see how the DME does in this kind of spin around by number 10, Dimitriou, Charalampos Dimitriou from Cyprus. I hope I'm pronouncing this right.
Yep, Dimitriou with a nice move there. He's going to get 2 free throws. And a minute into this game, Central Point could find themselves up 4-0. Right now they're up 3.
First good free throw. Soft release, good size. Guard forward, 6'2", Dimitriou from Cyprus.
And offensive rebound is up and good. That was Cobb with his first basket. So 5-0. DME hasn't even gotten a shot up yet. And Central Point is up 5-0. This is Deniche. Finds Dante Vaughn at the top of the key to Ferriera.
And just the first couple of minutes will tell you this is going to be a physical game. DME will have to rebound the ball and obviously keep the players off of, from obviously penetrating lanes. So it's going to be a very important effort by DME in rebounding and defensive stops. And another turnover by DME.
Yeah, if DME comes out two back-to-back turnovers, definitely not a good start. I know Coach Pete Munch not happy about it. Central Point doing a good job of driving and kicking and moving without the basketball. This has kind of been their strength among all their teams, high school and post-grad, as that ball is deflected out of bounds by Dylan.
Good pace by Central Point, looking for easy buckets. I mean, you can see it. They're patient with the ball. They're looking for good shots, and Central Point playing smart so far.
This is Dimitriou all the way to the basket. Strong take.
It was an elbow.
And actually, yeah, he hooked him there. So
That's
they're going
right.
to call that offensive foul, and DME will inbound.
He had him on his shoulder. No need to do that. I think it was just an extra move, and that was a produced turnover.
And this is Vaughn now with the basketball for DME. He's had some big games so far in this season. First game about a week or two ago, he had 39 points. So definitely a key player for DME. And this is Cooper all the way to the basket. His floater's up and no good. But he gets an immediate steal and scores it.
Absolutely. Great move by Jayden. Obviously stayed aggressive with it. And he should have a big game today.
And all the way to the basket right there for Central Point. That was Lomax with his first two. So the score is 17-2, 2.5 minutes into the game. This is Vaughn to Dilyan. He finds Marcos and over to Vaughn. Off the little cross screen, down screen is Deniche. He gets to the basket, and that's a walk.
It was. He got a contact. It was a little bump from the defender, and fortunately made him an extra step.
And out of the game comes Cooper and Deniche. Coach Pete Munch really likes to get these guys in and out, keep them fresh, and I think he does a good job with that.
And we're seeing 3 new players coming in, or 2 new players coming in.
Yep, this is Logan and Vlad. And that's a middle drive right by Dante, but rebounded to Logan.
Great pass by Vlad to Vaughn. Very good transition. Vlad can be a huge factor in this game. Physical, fast. Logan with a steal, going all over it. And this is what DME White should be doing. Obviously looking for any opportunity to run the floor and score in transition. And now 7-6 for Central Point, but DME on a 4-0 point run.
That's for sure. DME came back, doing a good job. And ball around the perimeter for Central Point. This is Dimitrov. His shot is no good, and Miglori with the rebound. That's his second. He goes all the way into the paint, gets it back out to Dilyan. And Marco's now back to Dilyan. His three-point shot is up and just off the back iron. That one rebounded to Moore. Here comes Central Point. And that's going to be a foul on Vlad, his first.
He was not a clear. Good thinking by Vlad. Obviously trying to draw the foul, but the angle was not there for him.
And Mr. Brandon Hickman will check into the game, number 14 for DME, and some substitutions also on Central Point's end.
Brandon, good player from England, from Lancaster, England, and looking to make an impact in this game.
This is Afanou to the corner to Moore. Moore drives it baseline, kicks it out, extra pass. Good offense there from Central Point. Shots off the mark. Rebounded to Afanou, and he kicks it back out to his teammate.
You know, just this play showing us the Central Point will be looking for a best possible shot. I mean, they're a good passing team. They move the ball very well, and also they're very aggressive on offensive rebounds. Vlad trying to make something happen in the transition, got fouled.
15 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this first half. The score is 7-6. And this is Vaughn now to Vlad off of the Iverson cut. And Vlad gets all the way to the basket.
Very good.
And one. Count the basket. He's a very explosive player that can really be dangerous getting downhill.
Both Dante and Vlad can be a scoring power duo in this lineup. And both of them very explosive and can play one-on-one. This is a good combination right now.
And DME with their first lead of the game. Vlad's free throws up and no good. That one rebounded to Central Point. That was Murphy with the rebound. And here comes Moore. Moore being guarded by Brandon. Nice skip pass. Top of the key. Dilyan pressures. Gets into the paint. And that's an easy one right there for Murphy. His first basket. That one was assisted by Lomax.
Logan taking the ball over the court. Dante. Good isolation. Good pass to Brandon. And a quick walk Brandon had him. Made that almost like a jump shot fake. Had him on the air, but obviously didn't put the ball down, and that was a travel.
And Central Point now regains the possession. This is Murphy with the basketball, swings it over. Good ball movement, and that's going to be a carry. That's a turnover there.
It was a couple of turnovers, the last couple of plays. Very normal for this point of the game, and the game is still in the balance. 9-8 for Central Point. Matt, we're seeing obviously teams just trying to feel each other, offensively and defensively. And early, Vlad, Jayden coming up with a couple of good scores. And on the other hand, we have obviously Brown, and we have Dimitriou with a couple of good moves out there.
And Vlad really pressuring the basketball. And Jayden nearly comes up with a steal. This is Lomax, kicks it out to an open shooter on the perimeter. That one's no good. Cooper with the rebound.
DME being more active on defensive rebounds. I see 3-4 guys going for a rebound, and that's very good. And now looking for early opportunities in the offense to score.
Jayden, his shot is just off the mark. A lot of contact, but no call.
Tough shot.
This is Mustafa with the rebound. He gets all the way into the paint. No call there on the charge. And this one is going to be rebounded to Logan.
Good rebound by Logan. And like I said, I like the last couple of minutes. DME definitely step up with the defensive rebounding.
And there's going to be Lomax to inbound. Central Point looking for an easy basket. Very, very, very bad defensive play there for DME. And Coach Pete Munch not happy. He calls an immediate timeout.
And as one thing that I like about this Central Point team is they're very patient. They have some very good plays installed in this team, and they're going to be looking for a right shot. And you can see on both times on a base out of the bounds, they were looking to put the ball right near close to the basket. So our team needs to be aware, needs to communicate, especially on these screens.
Definitely. And, this is why I don't switch with my team, our high school team here at DME, is because it's really difficult, especially on the baseline out of bounds, with the ball right under the basket. If you don't communicate, you're going to give up easy baskets like that one for Murphy. Central Point with the lead 11-8, 13 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this first half. This is Vlad with the ball. He finds Vaughn. To Miglori.
And Matt calls it Vaughn. I call it Dante. To Logan.
Little cross screen, down screen for Dilyan. Dilyan finds Logan. Logan's three-pointer's up and no good. This one's rebounded by Afanou, his second rebound of the game. Lomax turns it right back over.
Good
and here comes Dilyan. To Vaughn.
Excellent
Vaughn
pass.
with the easy basket.
Excellent pass. I think this is where the opportunity is for DME. Definitely scoring in transition. Central Point is showing some weakness in transitional defense. They're not coming back quickly enough, and DME is trying to utilize that. Here we go again.
And Marcos was fouled. That time Murphy got him. That's going to be his first foul. Team's fourth. And Marcos is going to have two opportunities at the line to potentially take the lead back for DME.
Absolutely. Little message for Marcos when he watches this game for a video breakdown. Marcos scored with the left hand on this one.
Yep, definitely. And a nice looking stroke there for Marcos. He nails it. We're tied up at 11 with 12 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And Marcos splits the pair. Rebounded by Afanou. Central Point really does a good job, Momir, of player movement and ball movement.
Absolutely. They know where the other players are. The player with the ball knows where the other players are. They're very well synced. Seems like they had a pretty good preseason, and they're full of confidence. Let's see what happens.
Cooper rebounds that one, and this is Dante now with the ball. He finds a wide open Vlad. Gets it back out to Dante. That NBA range three is good.
Big time. Dante. A player, multi-skill player who can definitely be very dangerous from outside and has a deep range.
And Vlad with his second assist, Dante with his 7th point. And Central Point finds themselves open in the corner. No good. Vlad rebounds it. He looks to push. Finds a wide open Cooper. Cooper's 3-pointer's up and no good.
Good pass by obviously Vlad. Looking for players, and again, a really, really skilled point guard who is very quick and also very unselfish.
And that was a bad possession there for Central Point. That one turns over, and it's back to DME basketball. They get a chance to add to their largest lead of the game.
Yes, it seems like the concentration for Central Point is dropping, and this is an opportunity for DME to really create a difference.
And same play. This time Vlad sets a screen for Cooper. And back to Vlad. Shot clock's down to 10. Vlad looks to play one-on-one. Nice crossover there, but loses the handle. Saves it. Marcos has the ball. He needs to get it up. He gets it up, and that one's no good. Shot clock violation, DME.
The only thing I didn't like, Matt, about this play is that the other players were too passive off the ball. You know, I didn't see any off-the-ball screens, very slow cuts. I mean, everybody's waiting for Vlad to do something, or Jayden previously to that. So I think that movement off the ball needs to be better in the half-court offense.
Definitely. And here comes Central Point. This is Murphy into the high post. Back out to Murphy. He uses the ball screen, kicks it out, extra pass. Nothing there. Good defense from DME.
DME staying sharp, staying on the ground, staying in front of the players.
Mustafa.
Great move by
Probably
Mustafa.
got away with a travel there, but Mustafa finds his first basket of the game, 14-13.
Dante with a quick three in the early transition.
And Dante's three is no good. Here comes Central Point again. This is Afanou. Finds Mustafa, NBA three-pointer, and that one is good. Mustafa with back-to-back baskets. He now leads Central Point with 5 points.
I would say Mustafa on the fire, very two strong confidence plays, and bringing Central Point in advantage of 16-14 over DME.
And Cooper loses the handle, and here comes Afanou, his first steal and layup in transition. That's his first basket.
And you can see from DME being in the lead, and I think 14-11 or 14-10. Now the tide changed, and Central Point now leading 18-14.
Same spot,
wow.
Same result.
Wow,
Mustafa with 8 quick points.
Wow,
for Central Point.
Absolutely. What a play! What plays by Mustafa? Feeling confident, and Deniche has to really pay attention for him in the next couple of minutes.
Cooper to Deniche. And off of the down screen from Cooper is Logan. He gets all the way to the basket and scores. Nice move from Mr. Miglori, his second basket of the game.
Nice move by Logan. Did you see that little Euro extra step right there, Matt?
Yeah, very nice play.
I like it.
Murphy off of the screen. Finds his teammate for three, no good. That one is rebounded to Dante.
Good, pushing the ball, Dante, with the kick floater, and got it.
He's got 9 points for DME, and he can really get going. He's a dangerous player if he sees the ball go in the basket, Momir.
Absolutely. Dante is one of the most talented scoring players in DME program. He's learning, obviously, to play within this team. He's developing his leadership skills, and the future is bright for Dante, for sure. Marcos with the little floaters. We have 2 consistent floaters now, and now the score is back to 21-20. A very tight game. Matt, so far, your feedback?
You know, I think DME, so far it's been a game of runs. DME made their run after Central Point came out and got a couple quick ones. So it's been a game of runs, very fast-paced game. 21-20, DME down to Central Point's white team. And out of the timeout, it will be Central Point White basketball. By the way, Momir, I get a chance with my high school team to play this same Central Point team, so it's a good opportunity for me to get a chance to watch them.
Absolutely. And as you can see, you can already recognize some strengths and weaknesses about this team, but certainly dangerous team, specifically in offense. I think they're more offensive-minded than defensively, and they have a very skilled 7-8-man rotation.
And this is Moore, and Vlad is going to pick up his second foul. That's going to be a decision here for Coach Pete Munch, and he's not going to wait. He's getting him out of the game.
Tough one, maybe not necessarily need a foul for Vlad, and remember him and with Dante playing very, very well together.
Mustafa is lighting it up. He's got 3 threes and 11 points in the last 3 minutes for Central Point.
Mustafa is already showing college-level skills in this game, and we need somebody from DME to step up and stop him.
Marco sets a good screen for Deniche. Deniche gets all the way to the basket. His shot is blocked and out of bounds, but still DME basketball. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
I like that play. I thought Deniche should go all the way in, and right now I'm glad DME is staying aggressive.
That's a bad defensive possession there from Central Point, and Deniche with a nice pass and easy shot for Dilyan.
Let's see what's going to happen in this place. I'm interested to see if there's any adjustments when it comes to guarding Mustafa, and we can see.
And that was a travel there.
Yes.
Good call by the ref, but bad defense from DME. Gets an open shot.
I would say both teams are right now weaker on defensive end, and specifically when it comes to communication. You can see a breakdown of communication on the screen, through the screens on that previous play.
Dante to Logan. DME really doing a good job of moving the basketball so far. And Dilyan just hit one, misses this one. That'll be Moore with the rebound, his second.
Dilyan, very skilled player coming from California, showing us multiple skills like a passing and shooting.
And that was Maro with the basket, his first basket. And the lead is 3 now for Central Point. And Deniche turns it over. That's Moore with the steal, and he's going to go up and score it.
And you can see even the spacing was not good. Dante was too close to him, didn't give him enough space to operate. We need to pay attention to these details.
Deniche to Dilyan. Dilyan on the perimeter uses a Logan screen to Marcos.
Central Point pressuring a little bit more.
And Deniche uses the Marcos screen all the way to the basket. Floater up and good for Deniche.
Tough. Obviously, bucket for Deniche. He has to be looking for those opportunities. He's very quick and very explosive. He just needs to find his rhythm.
And Central Point back to their motion offense. No real rhyme or reason to it, just a lot of moving. And that's going to be a block on Deniche. I thought it was a charge, Momir.
Yes, that's. I would say it's a call. Definitely has enough for a discussion.
And that call to me, I never get it right. Whenever I think it's a charge, they call a block. Whenever I think it's a block, they call a charge. It really could go either way.
Well, I would say it's a matter of angle. Sometimes, obviously, referees have a right angle. Sometimes they have a wrong angle. And sometimes they look at the size. Even the size, the visuals matter when calling this play.
And Mustafa knocks down this first and second free throw. This kid, Momir, can really shoot the ball for Central Point.
As I said, he's already showing college-level skills, and he's been super confident. And definitely, Matt, when your team plays him, I think that there needs to be a little bit special focus on him.
Definitely. And turnover from Dante turns into free throws for Cobb. And a lot of turnovers from both teams, really, to start this game.
Absolutely. And when we mentioned Mustafa, he's from Bahrain, obviously from Middle East. We have a good amount of Middle East players, and a lot of them come as they're raw in skills, but they play hard They're very intelligent with the basketball, and they need just a skill development. And you did a great job, Matt, with obviously your players from Middle East, specifically from Jordan, but also other countries like Tunisia and Qatar.
Yep. Really good kids and really hard-working kids. I think that's something special here about DME is we have a lot of players from a lot of different places.
Dante with the ball.
And he turns it right back over. That's Maro with the steal. And blocked out of bounds from Logan. Nice hustle there from Logan.
Yes, yes. Direct ball hit by Logan. Good move.
And inbound here for Dimitrov, sorry. He finds Moore, back to Dimitrov, being guarded by Logan. Spin move. And somehow open shooter, his shot's no good, rebounded to Dilyan.
Dilyan had a Brandon on a transition, decided to keep the ball in his hands. Pass to Dante, open shot, good pass. We just need to finish these.
Good opportunity for DME, just unable to score it. And here comes Central Point. Nice skip pass. Baseline drive. That shot is blocked by Brandon Hickman. What a play from Brandon. And here comes Logan. Finds an open shooter in Dante. Three-pointer. This time also no good. Very fast-paced game, Omir.
There it is. It is an offensively minded game. You can see both teams are having some defensive mistakes, but offensively, Central Point a little bit better, obviously in the half court, and DME is definitely better in open court at the moment.
This is Maro with a little hop step and finish. He's got a couple baskets now to give Central Point the largest lead of the game, which is 9, 34-25. 4 minutes to play in this first half.
Immanuel Maro from Philadelphia and Pennsylvania showing physical play.
And this is Dante over to Brandon. Kick out to Logan. His three is no good. DME's on a cold streak, and here comes Central Point.
Another good defensive play by Logan, definitely. Big one.
Yeah, he's really off the bench today, giving them a lot of energy.
Yes. DME a little bit low percentage shooting from a three-point shot in the last 2-3 minutes. We're very effective for three-point shooting earlier, and really need to bring back that momentum. Dilyan from a long range.
That one rattles in and out. That one was a deep one. And that was Cobb with his third rebound of the game. Finds Dimitriou, and Dimitriou says, hey, why not? And he is off the mark.
We're seeing barrage of three-point shots. Dante, nice.
He can really score the ball, Momir.
Absolutely. He was off balance, yet he was able to make that floater over the player off the glass.
He's got 11 for DME, and right to the basket is Lomax. That's a defensive breakdown again for DME.
It is. As I said, both teams not putting a lot of attention defensively. I think that's what needs to be adjustment by Coach Pete in the locker room. We need to tighten up defensively in order to have a chance to win this game.
Lomax finds Dimitriou in the corner. Shot fake, drives it, finds Cobb. Easy basket. And again, just like we're talking about, half-court defense for DME has not been very good.
Dimitriou showing, even though he's not the fastest player on the court, definitely showing skills and good pace. Great pass.
Marco's off the mark at the basket, and here comes Central Point. This is Balyan to Cobb in the corner. Three, no good.
I like DME activity in the transition. They're looking for a good shot. Here we go. Marcus open again. Let's see if they make it. Didn't go through. I think we have 5 or 6 missed three-point opportunities in the last 2-3 minutes.
Definitely. And there's more to Dimitriou. His three's off the mark. And a lot of threes being thrown up there and not going in for both teams.
Absolutely. Barrage of three-point attempts.
And looks to slow it down is Dante for DME. He finds Logan. And Logan's going to use a Brandon screen. Finds Marcos, and Marcos to Vaughn, but that ball was deflected. Still DME basketball, so 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Very important play for DME. Needs to get closer at least to 2-3 points to even if they can catch them to central point, and let's see what happens.
And some substitutions as Dante now will find Dilyan in the corner. Shot clock's down to 6. He looks to play one-on-one. Hesitation finds Brandon, but that ball was deflected. And turnover again. A lot of turnovers from DME.
DME does not want to go in a halftime locker room being more than 10 points. They need to break that resistance of 10 points. They need to get closer to 5-6 points to central point in the last minute.
Nice little horn set there. This is Dimitriou to Moore. Cooper pressuring up to Dimitriou again. And nice backdoor cut to Moore. Moore's unable to finish it, though. This time, offensive rebound and a foul. That was Brown on the rebound.
Stay aggressive, even defensively. You can see still players too passive. DME players too passive on defensively. That ball was kind of a loose for a couple of seconds, and Central Point got that rebound. Every play matters, specifically now.
And that free throw is no good. Into the game is going to be Diaz for DME.
Diaz, obviously a good player, combo player, can play point guard and scoring guard, and looking to get an effective minutes in the last 54 seconds of this half.
And that free throw was good for Brown. That's 1 point for him in the half. Vaughn to Brandon, up to Dilyan. Dilyan will stop, pop, and that's short. Nearly rebounded by Diaz, but this one's corralled by Moore.
A little bit too quick, didn't have a leg set up, and now Central Point obviously using this opportunity. Another turnover by DME and Central Point really quickly trying to increase their lead.
A little bit of a sloppy game so far from DME, and they find themselves down 14 here, could be 16. The good news is that there's only 31 seconds left in the half, so they should hold for one shot, Momir.
I agree. DME is still obviously in development, really learning how to play with each other, and these are the points of learning to keep, not to let their guard down. And this has been one of the things to improve, and that is to be able to play on a high level for 40 minutes. Right now we're seeing DME with the frequency of high-level plays and low-level plays.
And Dante will dribble this one out, and never mind. He stops and shoots a mid-range jump shot. Rebounded by Cooper, and that's a nice play there from Cooper, but was it too early? We will see. 5 seconds on the game clock. Moore. He will step back and shoot the three, and no, it does not go. DME finds themselves down 42-29 to Central Point White, and we will take a short break. Hello, and we are back from the halftime break. The score is 42 for Central Point White and 29 for DME White. I believe it'll be DME basketball here. Momir, what do you think are some keys that that DME should focus on in this second half?
Well, first of all, I will start defensively. I don't worry about their offense. I think they have a lot of offensive skills on this DME team. They can shoot from outside. Obviously, they went through a dry period of last 4 or 5 minutes of a first half, specifically when it comes to three-point shots. But if DME wants to win this game, they have to step up defensively. I mean, we're seeing they're not communicating properly through schemes. They're not rebounding. They're not following the ball. They need to be very aggressive, and I think they did between the 5th and 10th minute of the first half. They need to be very aggressive, get those steals, get the rebounds, and run the floor.
And Dante off the Marco's ball screen finds Dilyan. To Vlad, back to Dante. Shot clock's at 15. Marco's now on the wing. Looks to play one-on-one. This time loses the handle, but it's deflected out of bounds. Shot clock's at 9.
Coach Pete probably was very intensive. I mean, he's a very calm guy, and I like his mannerism, but he was probably intensive in the locker room because, again, this team needs to really step up. All of them have ambitions and targets to play in college, and they need to understand these are the games that matter.
And right out of the half, bad defensive transition, but turns into a defensive rebound from Vlad, and here he comes. He's very fast in transition. This time he pulls it back out, slows it down, finds Marcos.
Smart move by Vlad. Dante with the three, no go.
And here comes Moore on the other end. And he finds Afanou with his second basket of the game. And Dante on the perimeter. Back to Vlad. Finds Vlad on the wing. And Vlad gets all the way to the basket, and he's fouled. He's really got a quick first step.
I mean, Vlad is definitely very, very skilled and dangerous in one-on-one game. We saw him making some amazing moves in a preseason and early season, and I think with him is just sharpening and learning to use more mid-range, outside shot, and once he developed those, I think he's going to be much more complete, and he's going to be a very, very interesting college recruit.
Definitely. He splits the pair there, so Central Point still up 12 points. Nice little hesitation move there from Lomax and gets Vlad his third foul.
Lomax, good size, strong, very, very quick and explosive player, and we saw him making a big impact in the beginning of the first half, and let's see what he does now.
And that ball was stolen by Dilyan. And up to Dante.
Nice.
To Logan. And he misses the layup.
What a nice play. Dilyan to Dante to Logan, and that was a big miss.
Yep, and here comes Central Point. This is Lomax being guarded by Cooper. Gets into the paint, kicks it back out. And Cobb now all the way to the basket, and he misses the layup. Rebounded to Logan. So Logan now has 5 rebounds for DME. He's been a really good rebounder for this DME White team all season.
I mean, Logan obviously is coming up. He's a hustle player. He hustles on both ends of the floor, comes up with the great steals, rebounds, passes. Really a multi-impact player.
Marco's now with the basketball. Looks to play one-on-one. Gets into the paint. And his shot, what an acrobatic finish from Marcos. He scores. He's got 7 for DME.
Tough shot. That can go both ways, Matt. I think we were a little lucky also here.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, tough shot. All the credit to Marcos.
And this is Cobb now to Moore on the perimeter. He drives the baseline and easy basket. Little bit late on the help defense as well.
And this is where Dilyan needs to step up. I like Dilyan a lot as a player, very skilled, intelligent, but he needs to step up defensively. These are important plays. He basically just gave up his line to Moore.
And finds himself open in the corner and trades a 2 for a 3, Momir.
He heard me. He heard me. Now, step up on the defense, Dilyan. Let's do it.
That's his second 3 of the game. He's got 6 points. And Central Point only with a 9-point lead now. Cobb inside. That's Lamb out to Moore. And that shot's no good. Deflected out of bounds. It's going to be DME basketball.
46-37. Every play matters. I see a lot of moments where one of the DME players with the ball is penetrating, and we are having open shooters. We just have to make open shots, specifically from outside. Those shots will have it.
And easy steal there from Lomax. He's going to get all the way to the basket and score. Lomax now with 6 points, and he's got 2 steals to go along with it.
Lomax always looking out.
And nearly stolen, but instead turns into an assist from Vaughn and a bucket for Marcos.
Great move. Great move. So now we're seeing, obviously, Central Point's looking to trap right after the half-court cross.
And this is Murphy on the perimeter being pressured by Jayden to Lomax. And Uffo swings it to Moore. Shot clock's winding down. It's at 6. Lomax on the perimeter from deep range.
Wow.
Nails it. What a play from him. He's got 9 points now.
Triyonte Lomax from Gary, Indiana.
Dilyan from the same spot. He just nailed one and nails his third 3 of the game. And this offense is starting to pick up, Momir.
Yes, I mean, Dilyan with the 2 big 3-point shots. And I think the momentum is coming back. Let's see what happens. Both teams feeling confident right now. I think it's going to come also to a physical condition and how sharp they can stay.
Baseline out of bounds for Central Point. They get it up top to the top of the key, and that's Brown with the 3, and no good.
Yep.
Deflected out of bounds. It's going to be DME basketball. And I think that's a huge key for them, Momir. We know they can score, but can they get stops?
I think both teams are in the same situation when it comes to stops, and I think that's going to decide. I don't think offense is going to decide. I just think the moments where one of the teams step up defensively and stops 4 or 5 plays in a row will gain the crucial momentum.
And that's going to be timeout there for Coach Pete Munch on the sideline, so he's probably going to draw up a play here. Who do you think he's going to go to out of this timeout?
It will be interesting to see if Coach Pete comes back with the Vlad, Dante, and Dilyan trio. I don't know if Jayden needs to be back too because of the rebounding. Let's see. Right now, it's not looking like he's going to be making any substitutions, but I think he's making play adjustments, and he's trying to utilize the opportunity to create plays where our guys are going to continue to shoot from outside.
Yeah, they've done a good job so far scoring the basketball, so I don't think that's the problem here. Both teams have gone to their benches early in both halves, and it's going to be an exciting finish to this one. 9-point game, 15 minutes and 37 seconds to go.
Yes, I'm predicting a very close game. I think we're going to enter the last minutes with the 2-3-point difference between the teams.
And I saw that one late, Momir. That was Murphy who gave a shove to Jayden, and I didn't see Jayden do much. So ref calls double foul, but I saw a defensive foul.
Mekhi Murphy, 6'6", from Aurora, Colorado.
And Dilyan with the basketball. Finds Dante. And back to Dilyan and back to Dante. Now back into Logan.
For Dilyan.
Yep. And right there, Momir, Logan needs to shorten the distance on that pass.
Absolutely. Logan needs to shorten the distance, and Jayden needs to open up and maybe get a ball in the high post.
Dante now with the hesitation.
Good move by Dante.
And look at the finish.
Wow.
Great play. And Logan now with 6 points. And it's only a 7-point game. And it looks like DME goes to a little zone maybe. And that's a jump ball. Still Central Points basketball.
Good stop by DME. Yes, I mean, I like the previous play. Like you said, Logan needs to shorten down the distance. But I thought that was a good play, and there was a lot of options out of the play where we could utilize.
And all the way to the basket,
Wow.
and floater is up and good for Balyan.
Ruben Balyan from Los Angeles, California. He's first, I think.
Yeah,
points.
first basket. And Dilyan on the perimeter with a little step back 3-point shot up and no good. I would have liked to see Dilyan shoot the first one.
I agree. I think that was a little bit. It was a little bit too much when it comes to shot selection.
Lomax now off the screen. He's left open. Mid-range jump shot's no good, though. And Marco's with the rebound. His second rebound. And turnover from Logan. It's going to be Central Point basketball.
It's right there for DME. They just have to utilize these opportunities. As I said, pretty much every transition, they have a great chance to score. Central Point is not very good in transitional defense, and DME is not utilizing this still.
And here's Moore being pressured by Jayden. Good deflection there from Jayden. Balyan to the corner to Lomax. Being guarded by Dilyan, and right to the basket is Lomax. Easy play there. No help defense. And that's been trouble for DME.
And this was a deja vu. If you remember, just earlier, Lomax had the same score on Dilyan, same play, same area.
And that shot's no good. Rebounded to Murphy. He's got 5 rebounds now for Central Point. And Central Point with an opportunity to grow this lead. Moore off of the screen from Dimitriou to Lomax. And Lomax all the way to the basket, and he's fouled. So a couple good possessions offensively for Central Point and bad possessions for DME.
Yes, and Lomax is obviously coming up big in these minutes. I mean, we knew he's going to start this half very strong, and he's quick. We need to stay in front of him.
Now, there's an eternity left in this game, so this 12-point lead for Central Point, you know, really doesn't mean too much. DME can score in bunches, and into the game for DME is Brandon Hickman. So they got a good lineup in now, and I think that I can see a run coming.
And Brandon definitely adds to defensive strength of this team. He's a very, very good defender. He can also shoot from outside. He's a good spot-up three-point shooter. So should be, and it will be interesting to see who is he guarding in defense.
Yep. Brandon with the extra pass to Dante, back to Brandon. And Brandon goes inside, but that ball was deflected and stolen by Murphy. And three-point shot from Lomax is good. Lomax has really got it going in this second half. That's his second triple.
I think I called it. Lomax really getting hot and getting strong, and we're seeing a little bit of deja vu. What Lomax is doing just what Mustafa was doing in the first half.
And nice pass there from Logan, his first assist of the game, to Cooper with his 6th point of the game. So it's a 14-point lead here for Central Point.
Jayden with important free throws.
And that one's no good. Murphy with the rebound.
I would expect anytime very soon for Ivan to come back in a game. I think we need him to push the ball. Not to obviously call the rotation and substitutions, but I'm seeing Dilyan a little bit exhausted. And we might need to look into it, obviously.
Yep, Dilyan now with the basketball. And a little run and jump defense here. Turns into a wide open shot for Cooper. That one's no good. And look who's there, Logan. Who really, Momir, does a little bit of everything for this team.
Yes. I like Logan a lot. I think he's going to be a very good college player. And any team he goes, he's going to help them in multiple ways.
And right there with the easy play for Dante, and again, assisted from Logan.
Exactly, I was about to say that. Absolutely. Great, quick reaction by Logan.
So it's only a 10-point game. Back-to-back baskets for DME. And this is Lomax now with the basketball in the horn set. Uses the Murphy screen. Gets all the way to the basket. Assist to Lomax and bucket to Brown. That's his first field goal of the game.
I thought Jayden committed too much on that switch through the screen, and that's why he gave Lomax obviously an advantage.
Murphy grabs his 7th rebound for Central Point. Lomax off the horn screen again, gets all the way to the basket, kicks it out. That's Brown, and he finishes. So back-to-back assists for Lomax and buckets for Brown.
Lomax controlling offense for Central Point by this at this moment. Doing very well. Good screen by Brandon.
Brandon over to Dante. And Dilyan comes off the down screen from Brandon. Shot clock at 10. He uses the Brandon screen. Step back, three-point shot, up and off the mark. That's Lomax with the rebound.
I think also this shot was a little bit forced. But you know what? In some situations, we certainly live and die by threes.
And another rebound and assist for Logan. He now has 8 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And Dante with the easy basket in transition.
And as I mentioned before, this is the opportunity for DME. I mean, you can see the Central Point is very slow in going back in transitional defense. And, you know, we've been scoring almost at all times when we rebound and get a ball and move the ball quickly throughout the transition.
Well, for Central Point in the second half, they've been led by Lomax, who now leads all scorers with 16. Dante Vaughn for DME with 15. And a little bit of everything from Logan Miglori for DME. 10, just about 11 minutes left in this game. It's a 12-point lead for Central Point. And Murphy will inbound here for Central Point. New substitutions for Central Point. Definitely one guy to watch is Mustafa, number 25, who can really shoot the ball.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think he brings the balance now off the bench. Lomax is in the bench, and now Mustafa. And, wow, as we called it.
He's got 4 threes, Momir, and he's got a beautiful-looking jump shot. And right back at him is Dante. Now with 17 points.
We're seeing high-level offensive basketball.
And Mustafa turns it over. That's Dilyan with the steal.
He hesitated a little bit, tried to pass in the air, and Dilyan got a steal. Oh, I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but the ref did, and it's going to be a turnover.
Yes, well, the respect to referees. I thought it looked that way, but no, he was stable on the ground, but just my opinion.
And here comes Central Point. This is Afanou. Afanou comes off the Murphy horn screen into a little stagger screen for Brown. And another stagger for Mustafa inside to Murphy, and he traveled. So back-to-back travels, and I didn't see a travel on that one either, Momir.
And I just wanted to point, Central Point loves horn plays, obviously, because they're looking for they're definitely looking to attack from the wings, and they're looking for shooting opportunities.
And this is Dilyan to Logan. Finds Dante and finds Dilyan. Dilyan wide open with time.
Nice.
And if you give him time, he's going to knock it down. He's got 4 threes in this one.
And good double screen. Dilyan went through it. And Mustafa had to go around. Couldn't catch him. Dilyan had plenty of time and made a 3. I like this play. That was a good play.
10-point game now. 9 minutes to play. 67-57. Central Point with the lead. This is Murphy being guarded by Marcos. He kicks it out and back to Murphy. Afanou now. Finds Brown, three-point shot. That one's no good, but offensive rebound at the buzzer to Cobb.
DME cannot stay loose. These are important moments. We have to get every defensive rebound we can.
And Dante uses the Brandon screen, being guarded by Mustafa. He finds Logan open for three, and that one's no good. And rebounded to Murphy. Murphy now with 8 boards, doing a really good job on the defensive glass. And Mustafa gets all the way to the basket. He leads now with 18 points and a silly turnover. And back-to-back baskets for him. He's got 21. Mustafa, 5 points in about, 6 seconds?
Unbelievable.
Big play there for Central Point. And Dante gets all the way to the basket. He's fouled, and he's got 2 free throws for DME.
Coach Pete is keeping Dilyan obviously in the game. Dilyan has been a good scoring impact so far. Obviously one of the best three-point shooters on this team.
And Brandon will check out. Vlad back into the game.
And now we have a good combination of Vlad, Dilyan, Logan, Dante, Marcos. And all 5 of them can score.
That one's good for Dante, so he now leads DME with 18 points. And this is Brown now to Cobb. A lot of movement from Central Point. Afanou back outside, and Cobb finds himself a wide open layup. It's not easy to guard these guys with all this movement they do.
That's right. And again, they're staying very, very disciplined in the way they move the ball. They are very unselfish. And they're just looking for a best possible opportunity.
And rebound and assist goes to Afanou. And easy basket there for Brown. He now has 7 points for Central Point, and it's a 20-point game. Central Point is on a huge run in the last couple minutes.
I mean, it went so fast that you look at the scoreboard and you can't believe it. Like from 10 to 20 in literally a minute.
And Logan uses the Marco screen. Finds Dante. His three-point shot is up and no good. He thought he was fouled, but no call. And this is Maro with the rebound, who turns it right back over. And here comes DME, who turns it also right back over. A lot of sloppy turnovers in this one. And Mustafa, unselfish play there. Unable to knock it down is Central Point, but offensive rebound again. Finally, it's going to go, Momir. A lot of opportunities for Central Point.
Yes, as I was saying, this is a very good scoring combination, but unfortunately, rebounding is a weakness of this lineup.
And I think Coach Pete sees that, so he's going to bring back in Jayden Cooper and Brandon Hickman. And Marco's going to have a 1-and-1 opportunity here with 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go. The score is 80-58.
I mean, it's a fast-paced game. Everything is possible. I think it's still possible for DME to be able to challenge and come closer and be able to be in a position. But they need to be almost perfectly efficient for the rest of the game on both ends of the floor.
And that ball was deflected out of bounds by Central Point, so DME will retain the possession. And Vlad will inbound. Looks like a little stack for DME to get it into Dilyan. Dilyan kicks it to Marcos, who gets to the basket. His floater's up and no good. But there's a foul on the play. And Marcos will go back to the free throw line.
Mm-hmm. Marco's good, strong player. Had a little injury in preseason, was able to recover fast. And his form is getting better and better.
And Marcos struggles from the free throw line here. misses a couple, and Central Point now with a chance to grow this lead. This is the largest lead of the game at 22. And Maro gets to the basket, but that shot is blocked by Cooper. And rebounded by Vlad. And he's fouled, so there's going to be a little one-on-one opportunity here.
And this is what DME needs to do. They needs to stay physical. They needs to get a rebound and immediately run the floor.
Vlad's free throws up and no good. So struggles from the free throw line for DME continue as Afanou gets his 6th rebound. And that looks like a travel. They call a jump here, so it's going to be DME ball, just under 6 minutes to play. Diaz will check back into the game.
Good move by Jayden.
And a little ball screen, Jayden and Brandon turns into a three-point shot for Cooper. Nice play there from Cooper, his first 3 of the game.
Jayden Cooper with the big 3.
19-point lead for Central Point. That shot's up and no good.
Miguel with important rebound.
But we turn it over. And there's a travel on the play. So back-to-back turnovers there leads to DME now regaining the possession as Miguel will inbound. He finds Brandon, who finds Vlad, and Vlad will run some offense here.
Let's see what they're going to come up with. Quick screens by Jayden.
And turnover from DME.
Miguel may be a little hesitant at the moment. He needs to use this opportunity, obviously, to play through it and do his best.
And Afanou being guarded by Jayden finds Maro to Mustafa, who has been lighting it up. Step back, three-pointer, up and no good. This time, finally, he misses. Vlad with the rebound. He's got 5 now. Finds Marcos,
pass.
And Marcos scores it.
Body-wise, he took a little different direction, and then opposite side pass. Very, very good by Vlad.
And Marcos got 11, but right back at you, Afanou now scores it in transition. He's got 6 for Central Point. And Vlad finds Brandon, who gets to the basket, finds Miguel. Miguel's floater's up and good.
I love it. Very good point for Miguel. He needs this, as well as I would like to see Brandon shooting that shot. He was wide open, and it was a good pass. But I would also like for him to shoot that shot.
And good rebound from Brandon. Back up to Miguel. Miguel almost loses the handle.
He's trapped.
And we got a little jump ball.
Yes, they obviously sense it with Miguel being a little bit uncertain with the ball, and they try to use this opportunity and trap him. The other players need to react well to this. They need to move actively when the ball is when the player is trapped, and obviously try to get closer and get that ball from their player.
And Lomax looks to pick up where he left off, but this time no good. Dimitriou with the rebound, and that one is. Dimitriou with the big rebound and basket.
Dimitriou showing us he's a solid player, definitely from Cyprus, strong, skilled. Good performance today.
And this is Deniche.
Good pass.
And little turnaround jumper for Jayden. What a tough shot from him.
He loves that. He loves that. One of his signature moves is right there. Turnaround jumper, and he can knock those all day.
And steal, and this might get a little fancy here. But it doesn't. Jayden with the easy 2. He now has 13 points.
I'm glad he went on the safe side and just scored efficiently.
And travel. So DME making their last push here with just under 3 minutes to go.
Matt, I still believe there's time.
Yeah.
You know, again, defensively, there's DME has not been able to really make 2-3 continuous stops. But I tell you, this can quickly change. I mean, we have almost 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah. And Marco's with the basketball now at the top of the key. He finds Vlad. And Vlad looks to go one-on-one against Moore. His floater's up and just rattles in and out, but he is fouled. And 2 free throws here for Vlad, and the momentum is changing, Momir.
Certainly it is. Certainly it is. And as I said, I mean, several threes will change the momentum dramatically.
And that one's good for Vlad. He only has 4 points, but he has 5 rebounds, 3 assists to go along with it. And make that 5 points for Vlad. Back-to-back free throws. He's got 3 fouls, so he should be careful here. And Cobb off of the flare screens, no good. Rebounded to Marcos. And here comes DME. And he's fouled, so he's going to get 2 free throws here again. It's only a 13-point game. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. That free throw's off the back iron. And second one is up and good. 12-point game. Deniche now pressures Lomax. And a little miscommunication. Moore's wide open. Shot's no good, but who's there to rebound it? And that's Murphy. And deflected off of Moore. So it's going to be DME ball.
12 points difference, 2 minutes to go. This is manageable.
And Vlad now with the ball.
This is a more defensive and more one-on-one type of team. Brandon with a big shot.
That shot's no good, and Murphy gets his 10th rebound. Moore now. Offensive foul.
But you see, Matt, this lineup is more defensively minded. This lineup obviously has several guards. Their strength is in penetration. And it's no wonder that
they're getting stops.
Exactly.
And here's Vlad using the Jayden ball screen. Very physical guard is Vlad, and he finds his way into the basket and scores his second field goal of the game. He's got 8 points.
We're getting closer.
It's only a 10-point game.
Yes.
Mustafa with the basketball to Lomax. Lomax looks to slow it up. Finds Murphy. And a steal. And Vlad's going to go and lay it in. He's got 10.
And we have a game.
It's an 8-point game. And I think it's time for a timeout here from Central Point. They don't call it. And they turn it over again. Here comes DME. Brandon with the steal to Miguel. Back to Brandon.
He had open shot. Shoot it, Brandon.
And Miguel's shot's no good. And Central Point calls timeout here as DME only finds themselves down 8. But now here's the problem, Omir. They only have 3 fouls in the half, so Central Point could really hold this ball for a long time.
Exactly. And I just want to say in the previous play, I have no problem with the Miguel's shot, but I really thought Brandon had an open shot. We needed 3. It was only 8 points. It's only 8 points. It was 45 seconds. We needed a 3, and we would definitely trust him to shoot that 3. And hopefully, if he's listening to this, he needs to take that shot for the future opportunities. (84-76), 39.1 seconds to go.
And it's becoming a very competitive game here in the last couple minutes. By the way, next up, DME Post-Grad Blue, coached by Coach Wessam Al-Sous, undefeated on the year, will play next against a very competitive TPLS team out of Virginia.
I mean, the tournament is featuring good players and good teams, and there's going to be a lot of exciting games throughout this tournament.
And that's going to be a foul. And only the fourth team foul, so 20 seconds goes back on the shot clock. And this is going to be a problem for DME. They're going to have to foul quickly and hopefully get some steals. Instead, Mustafa comes off the screen and takes a quick one. Exactly what DME needed. Vlad rebounds it. He gets all the way to the basket, and he scores.
Wow.
Huge play from Vlad.
Oh, the clock is going.
Mustafa now is fouled, and that's not who you want to play. That's not who you want to foul late in this game.
Matt, do we have it's a stoppage, so the clock should be.
Yep, couple seconds came off the clock there. It's at just under 15 seconds, and it's a 6-point game. Now the problem is DME still has one more foul to give, so they're going to need a steal. And actually, that's a great foul, because no time came off the clock.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we need to.
Actually, I believe that should be a intentional foul, but Dimitriou now nearly turns it over.
Oh.
And
lost the ball
Murphy
for a second.
to Mustafa, and that's going to be the ball game as Mustafa misses the layup, and Marcos rebounds it. The final score is 84-78. DME comes up short against Central Point White. Next up, we will have DME Post-Grad Blue against TPLS. Thank you guys for watching.